I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Miles.
I'm Kara.
And we are The Inner Idiot.
The following podcast has strong language, violence, and other things you probably shouldn't let your children listen to. Please enjoy. Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app, and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
Drop what you're doing, swallow what you're chewing. It ain't wet from sweating. We ain't done yet, so lube up your ear holes, or we're going in dry, motherfuckers.
Would it make you happier if I took my shirt off?
Yes.
All right.
It always makes me happier when you take your shirt off. Welcome to the Inner Idiot Podcast, Knuckleheads. I'm your host, the big, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, the bumbling, and the oftentimes bastardly MC Tyler Havlin. And I talk slow, and I walk slower. It's a new year, but it's the same great taste here at the fucking Dimwits and Dummies
What are you
studio.
drinking this morning, Kara? What are you drinking this morning?
Yeah, there's a lot of coffees over here.
One's from fucking last week.
Oh,
Coffee
okay.
and water.
Okay, what kind of coffee you indulging in this morning?
I always get mocha.
Presented by Starbucks.
I hate it here.
Is it It is Starbucks.
Look, all of a sudden the power's going to get cut because you said Starbucks.
All right.
No free advertisement.
Well, let's introduce the room. He is the Lord that's never bored, the commander of the comic books. 2 claps and Ric Flair for Lord Shorty Fresh in the flesh. Woo!
Don't ever make that face again.
Let me see it. What was it? Oh, that's a great face.
No, it's not.
It's great.
It's my face when people tell me to, like, smile.
I like it. I like your face, Shorty.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate
You're welcome.
it.
I appreciate you. I'm proud of you.
1 out of 4. Whoa, dude, my dad hasn't even said that.
Ever?
That's not true.
I find that hard to believe.
Yes.
He said it like twice.
I said that at work one night.
Dude, how is it your whole family looks like identical? Like, you look like every one of your brothers except for one.
I don't see it.
I have 2 brothers, so good job.
Well,
there.
I meant all of your siblings. You and Rosemarie's not your brother, but you look like her. And the one, you look like him, but the
Yeah.
tall one, no, not so
Nah,
much.
he
I don't
looks
see.
like a fucking alien.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know.
He was an ugly baby, too.
And you look just like your mom and dad, too, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know.
Do I look like grandma?
No.
I don't
Yes.
think so. I can, dude, if you look at a picture of my dad when he was, like, in his 20s and 30s or whatever, yes, we do look similar or whatever. And, like, I've been told, like, certain facial expressions me and my brother, my oldest brother, do. Like, yeah, definitely. Because me and him have some of the same mannerisms. But
I don't know why this is so surprising to me. Maybe it's just surprising because you know, like, who your dad is. And there's not, like, any kind of question because I don't look like my dad.
Putnam squares. Huh? The little fucking squares that make up genetics.
Yeah.
Doing like grade school.
Next up.
What are
Yeah.
chances I'm going to have blue eyes?
I remember those. And that's where you learn what fucking widow's peak and crow's feet are.
Yeah, it's also how some kids learn their parents are their parents.
Next up, you heard him. He's giving medical advice already. 2 claps and Ric Flair for Dr. Miles Sham. Woo! And last but not least, you made my top 5 today.
that's
Kara.
how you are.
How are you?
Spiteful.
I know. How are you, Kara, before I introduce you?
I'm okay.
You're okay? You are the bright spot in the room today. You are. Okay. All right. Well, 2 claps and Ric Flair from Miss Cara Banks. Woo! Whew. Might have to bring Ev in on this episode. Oh. All right. So it's been a fucked up year already. And what? We're 5 days in.
5 days.
When this releases, it'll be like what? 12 days.
I can't count.
5 plus 7. Today's Thursday. It releases next Thursday. That's 12. Right? Hold on. Let me get my fingers out. Yeah.
Bust out them toesies, dog.
I spotted myself 2 fingers. Don't worry. Sometimes you gotta spot yourself some fingers when you count on your fingers.
What?
You never done that? Like I know this is gonna go above 10, so I gotta spot myself a couple fingers.
How do you spot yourself a couple
I
fingers?
don't know. I made it up on the fly.
Just, like you're counting to 12, so did you just go 3, 4, 5? That's about the only way I could think you could spot yourself fingers.
I'm gonna figure this out
What
real
if you
quick.
use a mirror?
Hold on, I got it. If you're adding 7, okay. I just figured this out. This is great. If you're adding 7, you spot yourself 2 fingers because you already know it's gonna be above 10, right? So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 5.
So it's exactly what I just said.
Is it? I don't know.
I said
But you didn't give a reason for it. You said you just start on 3.
I said because you're spotting yourself 2. So you already know you're counting to 2. So then you just go 2, 3,
Oh.
4.
I guess I just don't listen to you that well sometimes. So there's that. I mean, there's always that possibility that sometimes I just tune shit out. Happens a great deal in my life.
Why else is the year bad?
I don't know. It's just a fucked up year. Who died? Barbara Walters died
Who?
already?
No, she died before New Year's.
Oh, cool. I didn't really care about her
Oh,
anyway.
cool.
So, Jeremy Renner almost died. Did you see that? We almost lost Hawkeye.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear that.
He's like the most ordinary dude ever. That's why he's so awesome. He even made a song I found out that I want to hear because it's supposed to be pretty funny. Yeah, snowplow accident.
Damn.
Yeah, almost died. He was in critical care.
Oh, that explains the fucking Simpsons memes.
What? I haven't seen it. I haven't been on Facebook much lately.
Fucking Homer driving a snowplow says on the road, Hawkeye. And I was like, I don't get it. Just keep on
That
scrolling.
tracks.
That's fucked up, but funny.
My last couple days have been consumed with Yellowstone. I said I was going to stay away from that show, but here I am engulfed in it. Have you ever seen Sons of Anarchy?
It's the cowboy version of something.
It's like if Sons of Anarchy and Game of Thrones were to like have this secret affair and bump uglies and make a child and then take said child to the orphanage for somebody else in the world to raise, it would be Yellowstone. It's a great show. It's the bastard child of Game of Thrones and Sons of Anarchy.
It's cowboy Sons of
Now,
Anarchy.
are you still concerned about me being autistic or like him?
It's still you.
Fuck.
All right. Anyways, and then that shit happened in Monday Night Football with the Bengals and the Bills. You guys seen that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Terrible what happened.
It
Tired
is.
of hearing about it.
Well, here you heard about it again.
I know.
But it's been a fucked up year so far. So, today's top 5 is
How
top.
to look up the most eventful first 5 days in a year and see what comes up.
That'd be an interesting list. Maybe we can look it up in the break.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, sorry, Ty, go ahead.
That's all right. All right, so top 5 things we trust more than 2023 so far. Carrie, you're up.
So far, because that list just got a lot shorter.
Well, in general, because I mean the last couple of years have been pretty rough, right? So who's to say 2023 is going to be any different?
2023.
I hope so.
Ballin'.
I could use a lot of free shit. Freeze for me.
Ballin'.
Kara, I know you said this one was tough or that you forgot, but we're gonna start with you anyways.
I couldn't think of anything.
Nothing. Okay.
You don't trust anything more than like this coming year, like anything at all? Nothing. All right, fair enough, I suppose. Kara's just trustworthy.
Yeah.
She trusts this year is going to be good or mediocre.
I'll take mediocre. I will.
Last year was mediocre. You got good toward the end there.
Yeah, for some of us, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeedly do. All right, you're up, Miles.
All right. So I'm going from 5 down. So number 5 is gas station sushi.
My list right here, dog. Literally, that was the fucking first one I picked.
Do you like Kroger sushi?
Oh, that's just good.
Kroger
Yeah.
sushi's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
But
Yeah.
I don't buy it from their gas station. I buy it from in their grocery store.
Do they sell at their little gas stations?
God, I hope not.
I've never
No, they
seen
don't.
gas station sushi, but I've heard of it.
You've never seen gas station sushi?
No, I've heard
There's
of
some
it.
of them.
It's usually at like fucking truck stops, like TA and fucking Pilot and shit.
Okay, but would you trust Buc-ee's sushi?
Probably not, no.
I've never been to a Buc-ee's.
Dude, Buc-ee's is dope.
If it's a gas station, don't trust it.
It's
bad
like
idea.
they've got like hundreds of pumps.
I've heard it's like the Kroger super center of gas stations.
Dude, it's huge, and they sell all kinds of cool shit, and they make brisket right in the middle of the store.
Noise. Store has to smell good. Number 4 is a guy in a white van promising me anything.
Man, what if it's a sales rep for white vans?
He's got me.
How nice does the white van have to be before we say, I might not die in this white van, or my butthole might come out intact?
No, because if it's like a pristine white new van, he's
Homie
either
just got in business.
he's either just starting or he had to get a new van because the old one's busted.
He's really good at his white vanning job.
Number 3 is a crackhead with no crack because they will do anything to get crack.
This is a good point.
So if I'm willing to trust them,
I need you to make me a convincing resume. You got it, boss.
number 2 is kids making up rules to a game they made up because the rules keep changing and you never win. Ever.
I mean, that's
This
kinda-
goes with one of my top 5s.
That is so true. I mean, I remember doing that shit when I was a kid. No, it goes this way. You got to do it this
But
way.
yeah, we're arguing over a makeup game.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, number 1 is little babies handing me food to try.
Yes, indeed.
It's going to be soggy and wet.
It's been in their mouth. It's been on the ground.
I'd rather risk that than anything this year could throw at me.
They've sneezed on it. Chances are the dog has licked it. Even if you ain't got a dog's licked that food at some point.
Little fucking toddler waddles outside. Dog.
Comes back in. Try this Cheerio, Dad. Feels like a goddamn sponge in your mouth. Feel yourself just fucking. Ugh. Dude, alright, so both of my kids have done this and it wasn't even food, dude. They both, about the same age, picked their nose while somebody was watching and stuck it in my mouth while I was talking. Both of them motherfuckers have done that to me now. It wasn't food, but the same rules apply. Don't let your kids put anything in your mouth.
Nope, all the kids have tricked me at one point or another. And it's usually using my own food. It's like I'm having a snack and I've gotten them their own snack. They'll come and like take one of mine, chew it up and put it back, and I just wet chip in the bag. I'm like,
Your kids are dicks.
Is there any food that you don't trust to share with anybody?
like stuff that I buy just for me.
Like, will you eat after people in general?
It depends on who,
Well, I mean, just anybody. It doesn't. Pick somebody
and
you
it
eat
depends
after.
on the food.
Exactly. What foods won't you eat after somebody with? Anybody. Because there's like 2 or 3 things that I refuse. Like,
Well, let's establish one. Let's establish one thing. Like, who is somebody you will eat after? Without even thinking about it.
No, probably any of you guys in this room.
Okay. So, what is a food that you would not eat after me?
It would be like a sit-down meal thing. Like if we all went out and had like steaks and baked potatoes, I'm not going to eat your guys' steak and baked potatoes, even if you're done. Does that make sense?
Sure.
But if it was like, here, try a bite.
That's fine to
Yeah.
try bite. But if it's other things like wings, like we all went out for wings and you guys ate like half of them, like fuck it, throw it in a box. They're coming home with me. Or sushis. Same
Yeah,
thing.
because you don't touch the ones. And
Man, I want some sushis.
I'd go for some sushis.
I would never touch cereal after somebody else. Doesn't matter who it is.
Same.
Cereal's one of them things because you pick up the spoon, you slurp it out, but then some of the shit gets back in the bowl, right?
Could.
Anyways, like that whole spoon, I don't know. The cereal's weird, and ice cream. Will not eat ice cream after anybody. Anything dairy, really. Like I don't want to share anything dairy.
So if like I bit off a hunk of a block of cheese and then like offered you a bite, you wouldn't?
No, probably not. It's dairy. Like there's just a weird thing about dairy with me.
Somebody else's lips have touched it. I'm lactose intolerant.
So I don't know. But ice cream and cereal really
That's what he's
stand out to
basically
me.
saying.
Don't
What?
make fun of lactose intolerant people.
I'm not making fun of it.
I am.
You are too?
Yeah.
You indulge anyways? Live life on the edge?
To an extent, I don't eat cereal.
Really? Dude,
What's a
cereal-
dairy product you refuse to give up?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah, no, ain't nobody giving up cheese. Hardly anybody in this world give up
You
cheese.
fucking eat ice cream. too, don't you?
Vegans.
Yeah, they
Sometimes.
use yeast
Sometimes.
instead of cheese.
Not
That's
big on
weird.
it. I'll fucking chow down on some fucking ice cream, bro. I want some ice cream too. Fuck, I want to pig out, bro.
Sushi and ice cream? Hey, most sushi joints have fried ice cream.
Who?
Most sushi joints have some form of fried ice cream.
I've had fried ice cream, even in Japan. I'm not a fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Alright, so you're up. It's your turn.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and get my shared one with you. It was gas station sushi. Like that was like the fucking first thing I thought of. Directions given to me by a child on anything. I don't care whether it be a fucking game or like how to get somewhere. Like when they grab like your hand or whatever, and like, oh, let me show you something. Like, yeah, all right. Like, yeah, all right. You're not gonna show me anything cool. Like,
About
fuck
to
you.
Gilligan's Island, this bitch.
Yeah, all
We're
right,
gonna get lost.
Let's go to town.
When your kid says, "Hey, I got to show you something," it's just them jumping in a circle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, bud.
Yeah. Another thing I would trust more than this year is your kids to give me brain surgery.
That's a good call.
That is a good call.
Little cannibals.
What was it? Used comic books from like a random guy and tells me they're valuable.
I don't know why when you said used I thought you were gonna say used condoms.
No.
I don't know why, but that's where my brain
No,
went.
that's not me.
I mean, give them the old Cincinnati switcheroo.
Yeah, just flip that bitch inside out and give it a good shake.
You don't even shake. You just inside out it and go.
Fucking, you get pregnant, it was somebody else's on the inside. It ain't my baby.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
God, it's so gross. Fuck, what was the other one? Somebody telling me they're Batman.
Batman never tell you he's Batman.
Exactly. I trust that guy more than I do 2023.
Josh Williams said he heard used condies too.
No,
What the hell are
comics,
used
goddamn.
condies?
I'm a nerd, not a fucking slut. Let's see. Number 5. Fuck, I don't know.
You should know.
Nah, I don't.
All right,
Nah, that's it. I ain't got nothing else.
that's a good list. I was so lost on the used condom books.
Condom. You have a whole book of just used condoms from other people.
Comic books.
Whose life am I ruining today?
You're gonna get pregnant by Jerry Springer.
I'd take a kid by Jerry Springer. He's got money still. He's still making royalties off the Springer show. He's still doing the Springer show, ain't he?
Mm.
Or no, he was doing some judge show.
Piece of fuck out of me.
I don't know.
The only thing I remember from his show is Stumpy.
I don't recall.
The fucking security guy who had no legs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking, they're like, Jerry, and fucking like security guards would come out and fucking try to break up the fight or whatever. Here comes this guy running on his hands. Shit was funnier than fuck. I don't know what his name was, but I just called him Stumpy.
What was your all's like? All right, so I feel like we all had it, at least
I'm a
the
bad
three of
person.
us. Carrie, you might have, but like when you missed school and you were watching daytime television, who was the talk show that you caught? Maury for me too. Maury was like, I thought he was serious. I thought this dude was legit until I got older. I actually knew somebody in high school whose parents were on Maury.
And then Judge Joe Brown. I watched the fuck out of that guy.
I was Price is Right.
Ooh, Wheel of Fortune was mine too.
Wheel of Fortune was at night.
Huh?
Wheel of Fortune was at
You
night.
catch some
during the day.
reruns.
Really?
Yeah. Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune.
So go from like Price is Right into like Maury and all that shit
Fucking-
into the Judge show, and then it hits 4 o'clock and I could watch Pokemon.
What is it? Jeopardy. Like, when I was a little kid, I would sit there, like, because I would wake up way earlier than the cartoons would start, and it was on WB before the cartoons would show up. So I would sit there and watch Jeopardy eating cereal, whatever, and the guy would, like, get the question wrong. I'm like, idiot. I'm, like, 8 years old. Like, I didn't even understand half the words this motherfucker just said. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Why are you on this game show? Boo, get off. Bring back the old man with glasses. He knew what he was talking about.
Josh says if you have enough comics, it's pretty much like having a contraceptive. Because if you have enough of them, you ain't getting laid.
You're not wrong.
I love Josh. He's so
not wrong.
great.
You're not wrong.
Oh, all right. Here's my top 5 things I trust more than 2023. Number 5, we're gonna see if you were right, Miles. I trust Kara to come in here with a full top 5 more than I.
No.
Really, was it a woo?
No. Just Kara giving directions.
Oh, no. I trust Kara to come in with a full top 5 more than I trust 2023.
How many times has it happened?
It's happened a couple times. Not many. I could count on one finger without spotting myself any fingers how many times it's happened.
Count on one finger.
One hand.
You hold up all 5 fingers.
One hand. God.
I can count on one finger how many times Kara's come in here.
All right.
The autism is strong today.
Number 4 is I trust a can of soda handed to me by Michael J. Fox more than I trust 2023.
Oh, God. That means there's going to be something about Austin St. John in here now, too.
God.
No, he didn't make the list.
No, he doesn't trust him at
I don't
all.
trust that motherfucker at all. He ruined my childhood, damn it.
Yeah, but like just to spite him, you'd probably trust him more.
The wrong Ranger died last year, okay?
Wrong kid, Dad.
We're not going to talk about that. Well, I'm not ready yet.
All right. Number 3 is a Taco Bell fart. I trust those way more than 2023. I hope I'm wrong. I hope 2023.
You should have said your dad. Continue.
All right. I don't trust my dad more than 2023. I know that was directed at somebody else, but I do trust that he's going to send me fucking porn memes. Look, my biological father, we don't speak. He just sends me porn sometimes. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
Is it good porn?
No, it's always weird. He's an old creepy guy, man. I don't even know if he's my real dad, but like he sends me weird.
You just prefaced this with your biological father.
Well, he's supposedly my biological.
And then followed up by, I don't know if he's my real dad.
Like,
So
I
you
don't-
just got some random old dude sending you porn clips?
Yeah,
you
like
happen to
I
have the same last name.
I haven't. No, we don't have the same last name. I haven't talked to him in years, but he still sends me.
Is
porn.
he a guy from the white van you kept in contact with?
He has drove white vans before.
Son of a
So,
bitch.
Report this man.
dude,
Well, no, obviously they're really good friends.
no, I haven't spoke to him in years, but he still sends me porn.
Listen,
to
I
this
only
day.
send my best friends porn, all right?
Okay. I don't send anybody porn.
No
I
wonder
watch
didn't-
a lot of porn.
No
I
wonder
talk,
I didn't think you liked me.
I talk about you. You ain't never sent me porn, so obviously I don't
Huh?
make the cut.
You don't check your emails.
You don't check. Man.
Please, God, send him a porn clip before he checks his email. Make him feel like a real asshole.
I check my emails.
When?
Don't check the spam folders, though.
God damn it, he has marked me as spam.
Um,
It happened with my parents, now you.
You're just spamming everybody.
You're sending your parents porn?
No! It just marked me as spam because they got tired of getting my fucking weird updates.
Yeah, so that's all the man sends me is just porn. Doesn't even, hey, son, how you doing, son? How's the grandkids, son?
He's like, I want more grandkids, son. Here's how you do it, doggy style.
Look at this bitch getting cereal ate out of her ass while 3 guys around her jerk off to fucking hentai. Like, okay, that's oddly specific, but okay.
Oddly enough, it sounds up your alley.
I would never eat cereal out of somebody's ass. I will lick booty hole, but I will not eat. I don't get into food stuff. Like, I don't want to lick food off of anybody. I don't want to eat food off of anybody. There's a line that I draw, and that's the goddamn line. You don't mix food and sex. For me, at least. I'm not saying it's like gross for everybody, but for me, it's a no-go.
I've never had it introduced or even offered to introduce it. I've never thought about introducing it, so I don't know.
No comment.
Shut up, Prince Albert.
I can't do it. I don't know. All right, anyways, what's next? A stripper who says they like me. I'll trust them before 2023. And number one thing I trust more than 2023 is that there is lonely, horny singles in my area.
That's fair.
Nah, see, I don't think I would trust that one either. Because there's no way.
I don't know, that was my list.
I mean, they might be lonely and horny, but they're all dudes.
Probably.
Probably one of my favorite like TikToks I've seen. It's like someone breaks into your house at 3 a.m. like, oh, I'm gonna get you, and then it says like he goes like punch him, karate chop him, whatever. Another hand catches him. It says single moms in my area. Like, I got you.
All right, that's the top 5. You guys got anything to add to the first segment?
Hopefully it's a better year.
Josh says, I'm just excited. I'm just afraid to get excited and accidentally bite off a toe. Yeah, that's something else I've never done. I've never been into feet.
Me neither. Dude.
I don't know
that
that
shit's so weird. Like, that one specific thing. Like, dude, I watched, like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of weird, kinky shit. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Like, I could see how that's kind of arousing. But, like, extreme pain and feet is like, this is weird. That's not okay.
Yeah, extreme pain throws me off.
Yeah, I'm like, nah.
Dominatrix throws me off in general.
Yeah.
Shit's weird.
Something about fucking full leather gimp suits, like,
I don't get the full like latex suit part. But dominatrix is them is okay.
why?
Can
Well-
you really explain your kinks, though?
To a degree.
Yeah, I would say, I would think so.
I think it's more of like a fundamental need to have some kind of control over my life that I don't have, so if somebody else can do that for me,
Makes sense.
it's a good thing.
Josh asks, what about a moderate amount of pain? I really like that explanation, by the way.
No, I'm not into it. I don't enjoy getting hurt.
Do you enjoy choking?
Of me,
Of either.
I mean, I'll do whatever.
I like the choking both ways. I'm good with it either way.
Indifferent.
But to me, it's not about the pain for choking.
No,
It's
it's not.
about the sensation.
Sure, yeah.
As long as it's done correctly. Because the moment you touch the front of my neck, we're done. If you squeeze the front of my neck, we're done.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
that's
say-
no longer a thrill.
He
That's the
said
kill.
touch. He
Yeah.
said touch. I'm like, hold on a second. No, but I understand what you mean. I understand, like, the fucking, like, I don't know, the psychological of it. And they've also said, like, blocking of the airways helps your orgasm, like, you know, more intense or whatever. So, like, that's a real study.
And nails in my back, I'm down with that, too.
See, I don't even notice that.
Not until after.
No, I'm fucking... I just get up, walk away, and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry." I'm like, "For what?"
You usually notice like when I put a shirt on, it's like sticking to you. Oh, you don't wear a shirt, so you want to notice it sticking to your back. You roll over and get stuck to your sheets.
Yeah. It's like a modified Superman.
Bert.
I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's all.
My sheets are black. I'm Batman, motherfucker.
There's got to be. There is a version of Superman where he wears a black cape. You just said you're Batman. That means you're not Batman. Your own words.
Huh?
Your own words. You just said you're Batman.
Maybe I'm trying to throw you off. Get fucked.
I'm just saying.
No, he's just autistic.
She hasn't said anything for 10 minutes. She just chimes in now. It's just because he's autistic. Wow.
Kara said over here, like, waiting for the perfect time.
When can I call this motherfucker stupid? All right, that's it for the first segment. And Josh, thank you for joining us. You were like the only one on Facebook Live today, and we appreciate you. I'm glad you made it. I know you don't usually get to make them. We miss you, buddy. Go ahead. Huh?
Okay, I'm ending it.
Yeah.
Bye.
We'll be right back.
Do you love podcasts? Of course you do. That's why you're here. But you know what's even better than listening to a podcast? Making your own. That's right, and Anchor makes it simple. I'm your favorite host, MC Tyler Havlin, and I'm telling you, go download the Anchor app today, Anchor FM. They have all the tools you need to get started today. And best part is, it's totally free. They push it out to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So get started today, people. Go download the app, Anchor FM. I'll wait. Do it now.
Swear to God.
I'll never play Stardew Valley with you again, and if we do play, I'm gonna make sure we hit the flower dance. A day we're not playing.
No, fucking swear to God. We're recording.
We're recording. We're back. Okay. Talking about the flower dance and shit. You know, I was just zoned out in my own world.
Yeah.
It happens.
Uh-huh.
I know you hit record. There was no, hey, we're recording.
Nope.
All right. So, next segment. It's New Year. So, did you guys make any New Year's resolutions? No. Thank you. Did you?
So, a couple of guys and I were sitting at work talking, and, well, they were talking about it. And one of them always gives up some weird food item. And and he always packs his lunch and shit like that. And you'd be amazed how often times you don't think about it, but you actually would use this item or whatever. And I forget what his is. But he was talking about that. The other guy was talking about he's got some new workout regimen he's doing or whatever, and he's going to stick to it throughout the whole year. Cool, whatever. He's a gym rat anyway, so it won't be hard for him. They asked me if I had any New Year's resolutions because I was in proximity. And I was like, no, not really. Like, oh, man, come on. Like, make one. This, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm not going to answer any more stupid questions. I'm just going to sit there and stare at you till you realize what you did. Not less than 10 minutes after I said this, I was tested.
Did you make any?
No.
No. I obviously didn't either because I think they're dumb.
No?
No. But here's a list of the top 10 New Year's resolutions that America has made this year.
America?
Yeah. This is
The whole country.
the whole country. This is. I even got percentages.
Oh.
It's weird. Like people are like, "Hey, you know what? Let's make our New Year's resolutions. We got to get it to the news station by 11 tonight." Right? Like, I wonder how they gather this information. Is it a poll?
Probably a poll.
Or do they just scour Facebook like, let's see what...
They probably put out a poll on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, they probably use some kind of algorithm or whatever. That way they can...
Yeah, the algorithms. Get them all the time. Algorithms.
No, they just type in some fucking line of code or whatever and it sees what people are fucking typing in.
Yeah, I know. I was just fucking with you on your word. It was funny. I don't know. Words, bro.
Continue.
All right, so exercise more. 52% of people picked this one, said this one. obviously. Brace yourself for a busier gym at least the first few weeks of the year. 52% of the participants said they wanted to hit the gym more this year. If you gotta wait for the new year to do it, you're probably not going to do it on a regular basis.
Yep.
If you just wake up one day and you're like, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym more, and you go that day, chances are you're going to stick with it, in my opinion.
Sure.
What do you guys think the rest of them are? What do you think the next one is?
Eating healthier.
Eat healthier, 50% of people. That was the very next one. So these are going in, it looks like, descending order. Exercise alone can only do so much. Coming in at number 2, survey respondents, it was a survey, are hoping to eat more home-cooked meals. Bro, who does the grocery shopping in your house, Miles?
Me.
It fucking costs almost as much to grocery shop as it does to just eat out every day.
Mm-hmm.
Groceries are goddamn expensive.
Now see that they've done the math to break it down. So what it would be like per plate or whatever, it comes out cheaper because you're feeding multiple people with one meal. And they're also factoring in like leftovers and stuff too versus just one meal, you're done kind of thing.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's like my dad, he does shopping for his own stuff because he has a special diet. Cool. He takes care of his business. I take care of mine and the kids' stuff.
Right.
You know, and then there's some things obviously like we all share, like milk, butter, bread, eggs, all that shit.
Right.
But for the most part, you know, he kind of takes care of his stuff. I kind of take care of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would say if you have like a couple meals that you regularly cook, the bill goes down. I went out and bought stuff to make 2 meals. 2 meals over a weekend. 2 different dinners. And I spent $75 just on these 2 meals. Not even crazy meals. One was a burger bowl, which are goddamn delicious.
Never had it.
So you fry up the hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
You leave the grease in the pan and you make gravy in it out of the hamburger grease.
Okay.
It's a blander gravy, but it's really good. And you put it over mashed potatoes, corn. You put cheese on.
That's usually where most of my stuff goes as sides: potatoes, rice, noodles.
Rice is cheap.
Rice is
Well,
very cheap.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like I just buy one big box that I used with most of my meals,
Okay, gotcha.
and then you get your protein or main dish of choice.
Sure.
And I made chicken and bacon creamy pasta. And that shit was expensive. I mean, I'm feeding 7 people, so it's like you gotta get 2 pounds of bacon instead of 1.
So you spent $70 on 2 meals to feed 7 people, correct?
Yeah.
So that's 14 meals.
Now, granted, when I say 7 people, they didn't all eat it, obviously.
So we'll stick with a healthy average of 10.
$10 per meal?
No, 10 meals.
Yeah. It was about, you could have got 10 out of it.
Yeah, so 10 meals for $70.
$7 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
It's about how much it costs to feed a kid fast food. $7. Happy Meal's like $6.
Sure. I don't know. I haven't bought a
Well,
Happy
shit's
Meal in
expensive.
years.
Not like when you're buying rice and potatoes and shit.
No. When you can buy those in bulk.
Yeah,
really
and
cut down.
rice and potatoes are
The
cheap.
expensive part comes in when it's
Yeah, it's
ground
fucking kid
beef,
was throwing
bacon.
around a potato the other day.
Yeah.
That was his
Whipping
fucking
'em.
weapon of choice.
All right, so eat healthier. That came
He's
in
a
at
dick.
50%. What do you guys think the next one is? Any guesses? Yes, no, maybe so.
Be more social.
Nope.
Fuck.
It's directly correlated. Lose weight comes in at 40%.
Okay.
Keeping with the health trend, another goal on America's mind is losing weight. In a country where 2/3 of people are overweight or obese, this may not come as a shock.
I don't know. I keep arguing this point because a lot of the stuff that makes people obese is that goddamn outdated weight and height chart.
The BMI?
No, not the BMI.
BMI is trash.
I mean that's trash too. But they going by just the height weight chart.
That's the BMI.
Is that?
Body mass index, yeah. They take your height, they take your weight, and this is what you should weigh, and this number is where you're at.
Yeah, that's super outdated.
Yeah,
Oh, 100%.
It's absolute trash.
Because it's back when the average height was like 5 foot to 5'6".
If you go by
When was the
BMI,
average height then?
if you go by BMI, you're
Now?
overweight, shorty.
When was it? That's not it. That can't be it.
Not anymore.
Right.
Average
When was
height now, I think, is like 5'10" and up.
Yeah.
Is it? I know it's right around there. Because I was going to say 5'9" for men. It's like 5'6" for females. I don't know.
I don't know the numbers.
I don't
All
know.
I know
to
is
me, it
it's,
seems like women are getting shorter and shorter by the
If you
year.
go by BMI, though, you're overweight, shorty.
Oh, I know, by like 50 pounds.
I don't know if it's by 50, but you're overweight. And
Yeah.
that's crazy to me because not one person would look at you and be like, that dude's overweight.
no. Looking at mine, I'm in like damn near morbid obesity. Because at 6'4", they want me at 180 pounds.
And you're not that big.
No, I'm saying like 3 bills.
Yeah, but you're
You're
6'4".
3 bills.
I've been 180 pounds before. I looked like a goddamn skeleton. It was gross.
Right? Yeah,
I
they
couldn't
want me.
imagine you at 180.
I'm supposed to
I'd
weigh.
give you a sandwich at least.
I'm supposed to be 140 pounds.
What are you, 160?
No, I'm 185.
You don't look it. All right, next up is Save Money. Comes in at 39%. I feel like these are all pretty typical. Next up, you'd said this one. Spend more time with family and friends at 37%. I've got to make that one. I mean, not the New Year's resolution, but I got to do that more. Like, I'm so horrible at messaging people.
I think that one comes more with age. Because like I think of like when I was younger, like I wouldn't run around with my cousins and stuff, not really talk with my aunts and uncles and grandparents.
Sure.
But then as I got older and we weren't running around as much, it was like, oh, we can sit down and talk about, the good old days and hoop sticks and, dirt roads and kicking cans.
Kicking cans?
Yeah.
And penis butt. It was all gay.
Oh, I don't know what penis butt is, but
Exactly what it sounds like. Don't get it confused with butt penis.
all right. So this list really sucks because it just cut me off.
One of them was going to be like smoke and drink less.
Oh yeah, you know the quitting smoking has to be on that list.
Yeah.
Kicking habits.
Kicking a habit.
Starting new habits.
Starting new habits. Going outside more. Going on a hike. Fucking shit like that.
The idea of hiking seems fun. It does, but hiking itself gets pretty boring in my opinion. Do any of you like to hike?
Yes.
I do.
Hiking or hiking for a purpose though? Like is hiking just to go hike? Is that like
That's
the
what I
whole
say.
purpose of it?
Hiking is the purpose.
I usually go to Sierra Pinnacles, and when you get to the top of it, you can see the whole city from up there.
Well, that's cool.
You're going to have to show me this because I don't know where you're talking.
Yeah, where?
It's only like an hour away.
What's it called again?
Sierra Pinnacles,
What state is this in?
Kentucky.
Kentucky? I've never heard of it.
One of these days we're going to have to go for a drive, Kara. Because I don't know where you're talking. I've never been
Okay.
there.
I don't know. The idea of it seems cool, but I feel like there's only so many trees I can look at before I just get bored.
Well, that's why, like Kara said, she's going to somewhere that shows off, like, you get to the peak and you see the whole city or whatever. I found hiking trails that have different oddities across them, the one hiking trail has the fucking,
Ghost ship?
the ghost
I
ship
would
on.
love to do that one.
Yeah. I went and did that. There's other ones that have, there's a big park somewhere down in Kentucky that has like these giant wooden trolls somebody built. And like a bunch of people have made it a goal to like, if you do this trail in a certain way, you can see all of them. So like you hike on this trail to see all these different wooden trolls somebody has made. So like there's different things like that. And so like you can make it kind of like a fucking adventure or whatever. But like I'll go out and just walk in the woods. I don't give a fuck.
I was like that when I was little. I was always in the woods. Always.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you last time I was in a forest now. Couldn't tell you. Hiking. I don't know. There's just the thought of hiking. It doesn't.
I'd
seem
like
fun.
to get the group, the whole group together and go fucking camping. Like I enjoy the fuck out of camping.
Never been camping.
Really?
Yep.
What the fuck,
I've been
dog?
knocking around the idea of going camping, And it wasn't. It's not for a lack of desire to. It's just it's not something I was raised doing. It's not something I've had the opportunity to do. Like I tell a lot of people, I've never been fishing. Never.
You're not missing that. That's just not time.
Right? I mean,
Essentially.
I don't mind going sitting on a boat, but like the act of fishing just seems really boring to me. Like just sitting there bullshitting, cool.
That's pretty much all it is. It's an excuse to go sit around bullshit and have a couple drinks.
Yeah.
But if you want me to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning to go sit in a boat quietly, a little John boat at that, like, bro, that don't sound appeasing at all.
No, I can agree with that.
Not at all.
Dude, every time I had a buddy of mine for a few years, like, he would just always be like, man, let's go fishing. Okay.
I'd rather just go to the strip club and smell the fish. You know what I'm saying?
Gross.
Just saying. Kara's over here. I hate it here. That sounds like more of a good... I haven't been to a strip club in God knows how long, though.
I went to a strip club one time for like 15 minutes.
Yeah?
It was
Didn't
only
enjoy?
it was only to pick up my buddy who was fucking like hammered. And he told the bartender that I was his ride, so she grabbed his phone and called me and said, hey, you need to come pick up your buddy. So I walked in, everybody's like done, they're cleaning up, fucking a few strippers just sitting there fucking counting money or whatever. And I'm just like walking in, I was like, hey, I'm here to pick up my buddy. They're like, oh yeah, he's over there at the bar, and he's fucking like, it's like cool beans.
It's not bad. It's a definite like group experience thing.
Yeah.
You gotta go with a group of
I
people.
don't want to go around with a bunch of guys and we all have boners. That's weird.
You get a boner that easy?
It's quoting his TV show, guy.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. My bad.
Yeah, and then when you go with this group, make sure it's a mixed group, one boys and girls, because they enjoy too.
Sure.
You also have to make sure there's at least like 2 people who have never been before, so you can just watch them be stupid, awkward.
Yeah.
It is great. A couple of friends from work,
I'm just gonna ask about how their college fund's going.
fucking phenomenal. Fast money, slow problems. You know.
I made so many friends the first time I went to the strip club. I did. Because you
Super
guys,
friendly.
you guys see how Shorty, you've seen how I am when I go out with a bunch of people. Like
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty lively. I talk to everybody. Mm-hmm. First time in a strip club, I went with like 3 or 4 other people. It was great. I haven't been in like 20 years, though. Not 20 years, like 15. Sounds right. I miss the strip club. I probably wouldn't even get any enjoyment out of it now. Desensitized to the whole thing.
So say you gotta take new people in, watch them just struggle as you just sit back and drink your beer and smoke a cigarette.
Dude, go to the fucking like Mormon church and pick up a couple guys and go to the strip club.
I like this idea. I can't wait for my nephews to get of age. I'm going to take them to the strip club.
There you go.
Just to see how they react.
I'm just waiting to be a fucking old Amish comes down,
Romspringer!
fucking destroy their world.
There was a guy on TikTok for a while. He was he was an Amish fella on Romspringer, and like his cousin, who was formerly Amish, was the one who was like taking him out and doing all the things and whatnot or whatever. And she was like making a video vlog of it and just doing all that shit. And it was really fucking funny, just seeing him like, oh no, woo, like all the things. It was super fucking funny.
Some good shit.
Like
Yeah.
first time at a fucking amusement park, water park, fucking and like his face when he see all the girls in the bikinis, he's like wigging out about it. Like, oh man, it was just
Sinners.
yeah, sinners.
Yeah, all right. Speaking of the Amish people, we've talked about this before, but I feel like it deserves being brought up again.
Sure.
Amish men will pay you to impregnate their wives,
Yeah.
but you have to like hold their hand while you're doing it.
Whose
Oh.
hand? The dude's hand?
Yeah.
Done.
Like they'll put a sheet over the woman so you don't really see the woman because they don't want you like enjoying it. They just want you to come in their wives. Dude, I'm serious.
Kind of hard not to enjoy it.
Because half the time they're brother and sister.
Yeah. It's the
Usually
same thing
it's
with
cousin.
like medieval bloodlines. Like every so often they just bring in like some random knight and just pump some new fluids into the gene pool.
You say that, but you know 20% of all marriages is between first cousins.
In the
One-
Amish community?
No, in the world.
Do they last better?
One in 5 marriages is between cousins.
You're fucking with me.
Nope. I am dead serious.
That can't be a real
Now,
statistic.
I want to know the percentage of those that actually stay together for the long haul.
They said they'd probably stay together better. They're like, fuck, we've done married each other. Ain't nobody gonna have a couple
Because, I mean, like,
inbreds.
think about it. Like, if they get divorced, they're still going to see each other at Thanksgiving.
Right?
So, like, you don't want to make Thanksgiving awkward, so just suffer through the marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think, like, first cousins, that means they probably grew up most of their life together. So, like, they're probably friends on a pretty good level.
Did you hear about the biological twins who got separated at birth and ended up getting together?
I did not.
Yeah. It was fucking early last year. These biological twins, they were both put up for adoption right at birth.
Fraternal?
Yeah.
Makes sense, huh?
Yeah, not identical. Did I say identical?
Well,
No,
even
you
if
just
they-
you
even
just
if
said
they-
twins.
Even
Okay.
if they were identical, this goes back to another previous conversation. If you saw somebody that looked just like you on the street, would you notice that they look just like you? Or would somebody else have to tell you, hey, this person looks just like
I
you?
imagine somebody would have to tell me.
Yeah. Like, would you, if somebody that looked just like you was walking down the street, would you be like,
Probably not.
exactly?
Well, I mean, just like you said earlier, how me and my whole family look alike. Like, I don't fucking see it.
I don't see it.
You're one of the only people in this room that knows my entire fucking family. Exactly right. So, like, nah.
But this leads into the next question.
Sure.
If you don't know, and you're married, and you find out after you're married, like, I don't think that makes you a sick person. Because it's kind of gross to be like, hey, I'm going to marry my cousin or my sister. But if you don't know, what do you do at that point? Do you continue the marriage? Because at this point,
See, I don't know. At first cousins like that, I'm pretty sure you'd have a knowledge of most of them.
I actually almost dated a cousin because I didn't know they were a cousin.
How many cousins do you have?
I wouldn't say almost dated. So I was at this party, right? And there was this very attractive girl there. And I was there. And we started flirting with each other.
Sure.
And the night progressed. We did not do anything. But the night progressed. And
Homie, we're in Kentucky. We're not going to
and
judge
she
you.
said her last name. And I said, do you know, enter my biological father's name? She's like, yeah, that's my uncle. I was like, cool. We just dodged a bullet. She's like, why? I was like, that's my biological father. We laughed about it the rest of the night.
Sure. Because
But-
she's sitting over here like, man, I about sucked my cousin was way in her.
Right.
Why do you have to say
I
it
mean,
like
we
that?
said it because we had already planned on leaving this place together. And we're like, well, I guess we ain't going out after this. She
Should we
said,
go get some Denny's?
like, hey, you want to go to Grandma's?
Yeah.
We can leave after this. We'll go
We
see
can watch the
Grandma.
Fuzzy Boob channel together.
Gross.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, at this point, if you're married for a set amount of time, like, do you break it off? Do you just stay married and choose not
Well,
to
I mean,
have children?
I wouldn't even argue. I wouldn't even say like have to enter in the fact that they're married or anything like that. Because like what happened is in this particular case with the twins, is they started dating or whatever. Obviously got physical or whatever. They dated for about a year and a half or whatever, and then it was right around they started doing like big deals for that DNA testing and Ancestry and fucking 21andMe. Is that it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that whole thing.
Yeah, they steal your DNA.
Yeah. So they did that or whatever, and theirs was super fucking similar. So they took it a step further and went to the hospital to, like, actually get some fucking, like, real close, like, precise DNA testing done. And sure enough, they found out that they were paternal twins.
That's
And
crazy.
like they decided to keep the they kept it a secret except for like an anonymous Reddit account, and fucking like they continued to date or whatever, or continuing to date, I don't know. But this was uploaded to Reddit like fucking back in like February or
I
March or
love
something like
Reddit.
that. Huh?
I love Reddit.
Dude, it's a cesspool of weird.
I would say that if you're well into the relationship at that point, Like, does it even matter? As long as you don't have kids with that person, it doesn't matter. If you're into the relationship, starting a relationship with a known relative,
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna look at my cousin or anything. Or like, I'm like, hey, you wanna go out to the fucking water closet?
the water closet. But I think at that point the damage is done. Fuck it. Like, it don't matter anymore. You didn't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you eat Chinese food. Like, if I don't know it's a cat, it's fine. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah. See, my buddy was funny because he was like, they didn't have sex or anything like that, but he says they didn't have sex, but they like were fooling around and whatnot, and then she called his house, and of course, you know, they had caller ID, and her mom, you know, his mom reads it, and she's like, why is she calling? Well, why are you worried about it? Well, that's so and so. You mean Aunt so and so? Yeah.
What a way to find out.
Yeah. Like,
And then how do you explain that to your mother?
He didn't. He didn't. Like, they hadn't gotten to the point where they were introducing each other to each other's parents. Like, oh, hey, this is my girlfriend. You sure?
Let me introduce you to your aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you guys have already met.
Aunt Susie, why are you here?
You know,
This
there's
is my girlfriend's house.
there's some kind of fucked up couple out there who's like looking at this and be like, you know what? This saves us so much trouble introducing each other.
Oh my God.
We just eliminated a whole step.
Like, dude, they wake up after hooking up or whatever. Like, they wake up the next morning, like, getting ready or whatever, and, like, she turns on the lights or whatever, and you see, like, the fucking, like, the shitty family photos or whatever that are up there. Like, hey, that's my uncle. Oh, that's my dad.
Oh, sadness and
He walks in the door. Hey, Uncle Steve.
Would it be really bad if you're like, hey, that's my uncle. Oh, that's my dad. Why am I hard again?
Oh,
Done. Too sleepy for this.
I think on that note, we're done today. So that's all we got.
So in the meantime,
In the betweens time.
Remember, it's not okay to sleep with your cousin. Unless you don't know it's your cousin. Have at it. Cue the music. We out.
It's only okay if you're, you know, a mission.
you monster.